Good morning, family and friends and fellow YouTubers. It's Kim here from Kim's Country Corner, and today is a very exciting day because even though it's a travel day, we will be leaving New Hampshire here in just a few minutes from Rochester, and we will be going through most of Maine to the northeast corner where we're going to be near Bar Harbor, where Acadia National Park is at. And today's our travel day to get to Bar Harbor and Acadia, and then to the rest of this week we're going to be exploring Acadia National Park, which was our main goal for this whole trip, was Acadia National Park. So today's an exciting day. We have about 4 to 5 hours on the road. It might take us a little bit longer because we're in the RV, but we will be seeing some really beautiful sights along the way because we're going through, like I said, 3/4 of Maine to get to the northeast corner where Bar Harbor and Acadia is at. So I will take you guys along on the journey and we will see what we see. I'm very excited about today because we're going to reach what they call the end game, which has been Maine all along. So, all right, talk to y'all in a bit. Bye for now. Friends, so we are headed through Rochester. Welcome to downtown Rochester. And Rochester is right on the border of New Hampshire and Maine. So we should be seeing a Maine sign soon. Well, I mean, once we get out of the city. A lot of these little towns we've been going through have like a historic district because obviously with this being New England and being where our country started from, a lot of these little towns played a major part in our early American history. And I'm pretty sure Rochester was one of those towns. Do you see what I see?
I see that. Did you see that?
Something we also noticed about these small towns is it seems like every single one of them have a Dunkin' Donut. So we're wondering, did Dunkin' Donut originate here in New England? We are going to go in and find out.
Sorry, mister, I thought that was the drive.
Okay, so interesting story at this Dunkin' Donuts in Rochester. We couldn't get through the drive-through because of the overhang and the curve in the road, and they weren't allowing indoor customers. But a waitress came out and said, "Oh, we just saw you sitting out here, and we feel terrible because you're in an RV. Can I take your order?" So we were like, "Well, we just want a couple of chocolate long johns." So she brought us out these chocolate cake-like donuts, long johns. Got ready to pay her, and she says, "Oh, it's on us. Don't worry about it." So we just got 2 free donuts at the Rochester Dunkin' Donuts. So shout out to Rochester. Yep.
I really want to do it.
Shout out to the Rochester Dunkin' Donut.
Welcome to Maine.
Wow, that is a small welcome to Maine sign.
Sorry, and there was no place to pull over either. Did you get it though?
Yeah.
Welcome to Sawmill Hill.
Because I think she's taken like on the edge of town, so that
Yeah.
I'll go straight through town.
So we are in Maine now. A little disappointed in the Maine sign, but we're going to keep looking. for a picture, but that one just did not have a very good pull off and no
Turn
place to
left
park.
onto Sawmill Hill, then turn left onto State Route 9 East.
Let's see, this little town is, is this still part of Rochester?
Yeah, because see, there's the New Hampshire one.
Oh, yeah.
It's not that much exciting either.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, we're here at the...
Yeah, and then see that one over there says New Hampshire state line. So yeah, we're right at the very edge. So there could possibly be a different one.
East, School Street. Continue on State Route 9 East for 7 miles.
These people are ready for fall. Yes, Rochester is like right on the line, as you all can see. So you had like Maine right there, and then you had the New Hampshire state line, so all within like a block of each other. We're hoping we can find another Maine sign, but if we don't, it is what it is. Like Jody says, we don't make the signs.
The New Hampshire
So-
one was not any prettier.
Yeah.
In that town, at least.
So we are headed on up to Maine, up through Maine, and we are going to be basically down here in the southern part of Maine, and we're going to be going over here to Bar Harbor, right there, in that red box.
Bahama.
Bahaba. We're going to Bahaba, to Acadia National Park, Maine. And I don't know why I thought it was up at the tip, and it's not, guys. It's down here on the southern
And I
coast.
think I told somebody else that was like,
Yeah.
it's in the middle, it's at the very top of Maine.
Yeah,
It's like, well, not really.
not really. It's kind of on the southern coast, guys. I mean, you are almost to, like, up in here is the end of Maine, but it's on the southern coast. But that's okay. We're going to see it one way or another. And it sticks out there pretty far. So we just left Rochester down here. We're going up here to Bahaba, Maine, which is where Acadia National Park is. And I was just noticing that on the way we'll be going through Portland, Maine, which you hear a lot about too. So it should be an interesting day of travel. And we're right along the Atlantic Ocean here. I don't know how much of the ocean we'll see on the way. Now once we get to Bar Harbor, then we'll definitely see a lot of the Atlantic Ocean.
You see Mount Desert there? It's where the Bar Harbor.
Yes,
That's
I do.
where we're staying. Mount
Right
Desert
there,
Narrows.
a mountain. Right there, guys, at the Mount Desert Narrows. That's where we're going to be staying. So as we're traveling down the road here, I thought I would show you my companion, Mia. Mia, are you down there? Yeah, there she is. Yeah, I sit here in my chair, and I have my feet up on a box to give her more room down there. And she sits down there under my feet and under my chair. But I have plenty of foot room. See, we've worked out this plan. Yeah, and when she wants in and out, she just goes right under my legs and then nestles in. Isn't that right, Mia? So Mia, she likes staying down there because some of these bumpity roads are kind of scary and nerve-wracking, aren't they? And you feel safe and secure up here by your Aunt Kim. Yes. And we just ride along really good. We're two great co-pilots, aren't we? Huh? Are we Mama's co-pilots? Yes, we are. Her name is Mia, but sometimes Mama calls her Mija,
Mija.
which means my daughter in Spanish.
And Kit calls her
Mia Pia.
Mia Pia. I call her that. Mia Pia.
Mia Pia. All right. Hey, Mia Pia.
My feet hanging straight down.
Yeah, I like my feet up too. See, my feet go in there
Yep.
on my blanket, and then there's plenty of room for Miss Mia under there. So we travel well together. Look at all the reds in those trees. That one's all multicolored.
Turn right onto State Route 9 East, Wells Street.
Joe's. I don't want coffee. I want donuts.
Continue on State Route 9
think that was
East
very
for
nice.
7 miles.
I have no idea where we are. I know where it is. I could live up here.
Well, no moose crossing, Jody, but they have a tractor crossing. A tractor crossing. That's funny.
Farmer's got a funny looking butt.
Yep.
This couple I follow.
Interstate 95, I think that's what we're getting, right? Okay, go ahead.
This couple that I've seen a few times on YouTube, they have a channel. And they were there in that town, Concord.
Oh, yeah?
So it was fun to hear them trying to say Concord.
Yeah, you notice I didn't even attempt.
It looks just like that though.
Uh-huh.
So that's why I was like,
I just saw my first moose crossing sign, finally. In the middle of a town, too, of all places. All right, we had our first moose crossing sign in Maine. In the middle of a town, so I have no idea. But, yay. So we saw our moose crossing in Wells. We're leaving 9 to hit Interstate 95, which is what we'll be on through most of our trip now.
Turn left onto the I-95 North Route and keep left at the fork.
Yeah, there's our sign on this end. Welcome to the town of Wells. Very small town, a very cute town, and evidently home of the moose.
sure they have a moose probably.
Yeah. So the next big town we should be running into is Portland.
Continue for 3/4 of a mile. In half a mile, merge onto I-95
go south. I think when they run together like that, she gets confused.
Look, Kennebunk. So we have Kennebunk. 7, Portland and 25. So I was just telling Jody how far Kennebunk was, and she was telling me that
Kennebunkport is the home of the Bushes. That's where they had their like getaway.
their getaway, their vacation home. So
I think it's both Bushes, but I'm not sure.
So I looked up Kennebunkport, and Kennebunkport is on the coast of the Gulf of Maine. I didn't even know there was a Gulf of Maine.
Kennebunkport.
Oh yeah. There it is. See, this is what I mean, guys. Even on our travel days, we're always learning something interesting and finding something interesting. Yeah, we're very close to the Gulf of Maine, which is also part of the Atlantic Ocean. I don't know if we're going to be close enough to actually see water, but it looks like the road goes right along the edge here for a while. So we'll see. We'll see
Maybe
what we see.
around lunchtime, maybe.
Yeah. All right, so they have Falmouth and Freeport. Coming up. At first I thought that said Falmouth, Jody, and then I was like, uh-huh.
That's why I want to go there.
They might have a shrine dedicated to Jody.
That's right. Me and Roy Kent.
Yes. You and Roy can.
You know how you watch Hoarders and it makes you feel better about your basement? I watch Roy Kent and it makes me feel better about my language. I only cuss when I'm driving.
Yeah, that's true. That is so true, people.
Yeah.
She never loses her temper. She never gets frustrated. She never cusses until it comes to driving through. And it's usually larger cities. It's kind of like...
It's because there's more assholes.
Yeah.
You may have to bleep that.
I just call it her coping mechanism. Everyone
totally
has a coping mechanism, and the cussing is Jody's.
That's right.
So I just learned to let it be like water, roll off my back. So, all right. Anyway, kind of called out my sister on that one.
Very true.
So, all right, get y'all down the road. Okay, so just to clarify, for those of you who do not know who Roy Kent is, he is a Maine soccer player / coach on the Ted Lasso show that we've been watching, that we've been binge watching. So Ted Lasso, excellent show. You have to have Apple TV to get it, but we've been binge watching it. It's really a cool show. And Roy Kent, the soccer player / coach, uses the F word thousands of times. Thousands of times. In fact, that's part of his character makeup. If you watch the show, you'll realize that there's even a story behind that. So, all right. Just wanted to clarify that. Does your thing tell you what lake that is, or?
It might, but not that close.
Okay. I'll look on the map a little bit.
It looks like it's like coming in. I mean, it looks like it was on for quite a ways.
Yeah, I think it's part of this. We think that the water we're crossing over here is part of this Casco Bay right there. Because you can see all the little inlets here.
Yeah, it's right along 295.
Yeah. And it's very large and looks like it does come in from somewhere. Because you can't really see like the end of it. So it's got to be coming in from somewhere. So I think that's part of the bay. It's really pretty. Yeah, that was pretty cool. And then if you look, you'll see that Casco Bay is part of the Gulf of Maine, which is part of the Atlantic Ocean. So that water that we just saw, its main feeder is the Atlantic Ocean, and the Gulf of Maine, and then Casco Bay. So, original water.
That is the Scott River.
Scott River, this one is.
P-R-E-S-U-M-P out.
Alright, so that one was a river.
It may feed it.
Yeah. So we just saw a visitor information center, and we're going to see if this visitor information center might have a main sign. Now on the way back, we're going to Freeport. Why are we going to Freeport?
LL Bean.
LL Bean, that's right.
Jody's a big LL Bean fan.
Yeah, I like LL Bean too. I've never ordered anything from LL Bean, but I get their catalogs and I look at them and think those look like cool clothes. It does say state of Maine,
It
Jody.
does. drive there yet. As far as
Okay, so we're at the main Tourist Information Center. It's a cute little pavilion. Okay, so we're at the State of Maine Tourist Information Center and we're going to do our selfie here. So. Hello, family and friends and fellow YouTubers. It's Kim here from Kim's Country Corner, and we have made it to the state of Maine. We are at the State of Maine Tourist Information Center. We're going to get a map and get some brochures, and then we're going to head on down the road. But this is the state of Maine, so we made it to Maine. Let's go on in and take a look. really sure is the capital of Maine. Alright, so there's Augusta, Maine on the map, and it has a red star, which means it's the capital of Maine. Down the road. logging from the national forest, and then the outer part, the coastal parts of Maine are probably where the seafoods and that kind of stuff come into play. So. And blueberries, didn't I understand they grow blueberries up in this region?
Yeah.
But we haven't seen
Cranberry maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
did you say that?
Bangor.
Baker. Hampton is 5. All right, city line entering Bangor. And Jody just told me a couple of minutes ago that we are under our 59-minute mark. So we have less than an hour to get to our destination. All right, so we're going through Bangor, Maine. And Jody told me just a few minutes ago that we were under our 59-minute mark. So that means that we have less than an hour till we get to
Mount Desert Narrows RV Resort.
Okay. Mount Desert Narrows RV Resort. So it's always a good sign when we're under an hour. Because these travel days, even though Jody tries to keep them down to 4 hours, a lot of times they'll take up to 6 hours to do. And they're long days. So we're always glad to get pulled in and get hooked up. And all right, good day so far though.
And we do pretty good till about 3, and then we're both leaving.
Yeah, we do really good till about 3, and then we both start getting really sleepy. And I don't know how Jody hangs on for the extra hour and a half it takes, but anywho. Show them a little bit of Bangor. It looks like is a pretty big town here in Maine. So Acadia National Park was 43 miles. We're not going all that farther today, but it just shows you how close we are.
County.
I already saw that. Ellsworth, which is just north of where we need to be. So we're going through Ellsworth. That's how close we are, right there, Ellsworth. Ellsworth.
Turn in about 2 miles to. It's 12 miles to our campsite.
Yeah. Which, once again, Ellsworth is right there, and as you can see, it looks kind of big on the map. We're going to be turning in 2 miles, and our campsite is 12 miles. Historic downtown Ellsworth. Wow. It's 4 o'clock. Is that when their work time ends?
No idea. Yeah, some factory probably got out.
Ellsworth has a farmer's market.
Yeah, because they're all Maine licensed.
Says Ellsworth, business, leisure, life. There's your Cadillac Mountain Sports, guys. Cadillac Mountain's the famous mountain up here. We have a Denny's, Jody. Could do a Denny's stop. There's an LL Bean outlet.
Oh, yeah.
Would we say the off main store was at? Freeport. That's right. Alright, I'm going to turn you guys off for a while. Just thought I might show you a little bit of Ellsworth since it is the biggest town closest to Bar Harbor. besides Bar Harbor, the closest town to Acadia National Park. You take scenic flights of Acadia. Wow, this is a busy road through here. There's traffic going both ways, especially that way. Alright, we're getting ready to cross water here. Look at that, isn't that pretty? Wow. That's so pretty. Jody's got it on her side too. Beautiful. Wow. Wow, I don't know which way to shoot, Jody. I'm just like, wow, so pretty. That was very pretty. Here comes more. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, look how pretty that is. So pretty.
Slight left onto Main 3 East. Continue on Main 3 East.
There's Mount Desert Island. That's what you said, right? Mount Desert Island. I just saw the sign for it.
Let's try it.
Alright. Indian National Park, 7 miles. I know we're not going that far, but
Right.
that means we're getting pretty close.
1.1 mile.
1.1 mile.
Now I left.
We are staying at 1,000 Trails tonight. 1,000 Trails at
Mount Desert.
Mount
Narrows.
Desert Narrows
Camping resort.
Camping Resort. Okay, so we are at the Mount Desert Narrows 1,000 Trails Campground. We are headed to our site. And as we're driving down to find our site, look at that view. That is beautiful.
Tell me what it is.
Do you know which drive we're in?
Over
Okay.
there.
Oh, we're over there, okay. Wow. That view is beautiful.
Yeah, let's put down the little crickets. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, they were kind of taking up their road right down the middle. Now we're going to be over here near the woods.
Yep.
So are we South Ocean? Is that what we are?
Mhm.
35, huh? There's our campsite for the night. Well, for the next few nights this week. And there is the water. There we are. are
Yeah, wait a minute.
down here at the water. I'm not sure, is that a big lake? I guess. I'll have to look that up.